Hi guys, hello, it's Darlene Machacator. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. How are you guys? I have a couple things to show you I've been working on. Last night I made some trees with our gorgeous chalk paste. Okay, this is Dream Car. This was the very first color of the month. And then Superstitious is our current month. I don't know if it sold out last night. It's so close to selling out, guys. If you want it, you have to grab it. It may have sold out already. I haven't looked this morning, but we were told yesterday it was so close. So if you want it for customers, you have to place a $75 order, and then you can add the chalk paste to your order. If you're a designer, you have to place a $45 order, get 45 PV, and then you can add that to your order. So anyways, guys, I wanted to show you how gorgeous it looks. I did cute little trees. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'll take them to the craft show. Someone will decorate their room with maybe a little girl. Maybe it should go in a little girl's room. And I'm thinking maybe I should make one of the little deer, like maybe just the smaller size deer, and do it in that color. I don't know. Wouldn't that be kind of cute if I painted the deer with one of these colors? Or maybe I could downsize the deers, make an even smaller size one. I don't know. Anyways, gorgeous colors. I'll give you a closer look on that. Let me just see if I can go a little bit closer. Of course, it takes it out of frame there. But aren't they great? Isn't that just gorgeous? How fun. And then I enlarged the sign. Remember I said I was going to enlarge the deer sign? So I enlarged the deer sign, and look how cute. So I did two of them. So I have this one with a gray background, and then I did one with a teal color, like a light color. This actually is called Aqua Sky, I think is what it is, and it is the Folk Art brand. But aren't those so cute? I love it. Let me just go a little bit closer. I'll put it when I go down onto the table with the view. I'll let you see it that way too. But they turned out so cute. I'm so excited. Can't wait to take them to my craft show. I love making stuff and taking it to the craft show and watching it sell. Anyways, we're going to do our club transfer. How fun is that? So the trees are just adorable. Let me just see who's here. And I will share this over to VIP really quick. I have lots of questions coming in, and I'll try. I don't have time to answer each one individually. So, okay, more questions. All right, let me just share this over to VIP really quickly, and then we'll get started. If you're watching, just say hello. And do you like those trees? What do you think of the trees? And do you think I should make little deer that color, or what do you think? Should I do like the light color that I did for the background part? I'll show you a close-up so you can see exactly what I did. Remember we made the trees last week. This is like the version. This is the bright like sassy version, I guess. I don't know. So I just wanted to try it out and see how it looked. Come on, it's not cooperating this morning. Let me share you. There we go. Okay, all right, so if you're watching, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. We are going to be doing our little transfer here. This is next month's club. So if you are a club member, you're going to get the transfer 3 chalk paste singles and this little piece here. If you're a brand new club member, you get a squeegee with it too. So designers only get this if they place an order the month before, then they get the little accessory. So if you place an order this month, then this comes with that and you get the accessory. If you don't place an order at all this month, which you would have to be crazy not to purchase something from the new launch, honestly. There's just too many cute things. I mean, maybe you don't have money to do that. I can understand that. That would be the only reason, if your budget didn't allow it. Because there is too much cuteness. Everybody has to be able to find something. But what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna do some watercolor with this. So look how open they are. we're going to do an outline, and then we're going to watercolor them in, and then we're going to outline again. And this is just the center part. So this is the center of our little design here. The outside ring, we're gonna put that onto our board. So this is our palette board. We haven't used one in a while. This is a Chocatoire surface. It's a palette board. You can use both sides. I generally just use one. And sometimes I'll drill holes and I'll do beads and I'll hang it. Maybe I have some beads that I could do that with. That might be kind of cute. Or I'll just put hooks on the back to make it easy, make my life easy. Or it can just sit on a shelf. When I take it to the craft show, I always put a hanger on the back because I want them to easily be able to do that. We will stain this a certain, like I think we're gonna use camel. I just want a light color on it. Maybe we'll use. I got paint out. Paint might be easier. We'll just thin it down. It's jumping. Let me see who's here. I have lots of messages coming in about Lori Walsh, and I want to just try to answer as much as I can without saying too much. Okay, so I don't know what the family wants me to reveal, so I'm gonna be really kind of brief about that, but I will tell you what I know. So, hi Tina, how are you? Thanks for sprinkling. Hi Cheryl. I know the trees are so fun. Aren't they just the cutest? And then this is adorable too. The little, I love how this turned out. I added at the bottom, I put peace on earth. What are some other sayings that would be cute on there? Because I'm going to do more. But peace on earth was a really easy one to do. So, and I just did, these are just grays. And then this is like a wine color. And, yeah, I love that one. Which one do you like better? Do you like the gray one, or do you like this teal colored one? I'll see if I can hang that in front. Can I hang it in front of it? It might be too much for this sign holder. I don't want to break my sign holder. I really love this one, but I love the gray too. Which one is your favorite? Gray or blue? Blue or gray? Gray or blue? Which one's your favorite? I like them both, but hi Doris, my sister. Good morning. Hi Betty. Hi Janine. Hi Carol. Hi Deb, my sister. I'm going backwards on here. Hi Karen. And I think I caught up that way. Hi Vicky, how are you? Let's see. Oh, thank you. I love the trees too. I think they're super cute. Do you think I should make a little deer that is the pinkish color? I'll show you in a minute, like the base color. So that is the chalk color. I use these to chalk my pattern on it. So there's a cute pattern. I'll show you. I'll give you a close up. So hi Lori. Hi Deb. Thank you so much. Hi Sylvia. Hello Julie. Hi April. Hello Debbie. Good morning Sandy. Thank you, Mary Lee. I love them too. They were so much fun. I painted a lot of stuff last night. I'm getting ready for my craft show. I told my daughter-in-law I need to paint 12 things every night. Well, it didn't happen last night because I did bigger things. I think if I did 12 small things. Let's say 6 big things or 12 small things. I got a bunch of things done. I got a boo garland. I got 3 of those painted. So, hi Bridget, hi Cynthia. Thank you, Cheryl. Continue to pray for Lori. I'll talk about that in 1 second. Hi Audrey, how are you? Tony watched the replay. Yes. Good morning, Tony. Come back and watch the replay when you can. Thank you so much. Hi Carrie, how are you? Your basement looked amazing. Your basement is bigger than my whole house. My house is tiny. Oh my goodness. My shop is like half the size of my house. It's yeah. I wish I lived in an area where I had a bigger house, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not moving. I'm going to die in this house. Thanks for sprinkling, Cynthia. Teal. I love the teal too. The gray, you love the gray. I like them both. Hi Cheryl. How are you? Blue, pink trees on Wednesday. We were pink. There you go. There you go, Sylvia. Just for you, girlfriend. Tina said, escape killer from Pennsylvania has been caught. Oh, that's good. I didn't know anything about it. Is it while I was sleeping? There's a killer. I don't know those things. I don't watch TV. So he could be next door. Anyways, we're going to make our little project here. Let me just tell you. So I got a message yesterday to please start a prayer chain for Lori Walsh because she's critical. Okay, so she's had some prior health issues. She had a kidney transplant in the past, and she's having some complications from that, and she's critical. So, prayer, honestly, prayer is going to probably heal her more than anything. She needs to have a miracle. Okay, so continue to pray. I don't want to say too much else, but just want you to know that she's very critical. She is she's a chocolate toy designer. She's a friend. I've known her for probably almost 5 years now. Since Canada launched, I have known her, and she's up in Canada, and her family, they need us to pray. So continue to pray. If I get some updates, I will let you know. If you have an update, let me know so I can convey it to everybody. But right now, that's what I want to tell you is that she's critical and we need to pray. Okay, so that's all that I feel like I can talk about. If you know more, don't put it on here, please. You can send it to me private message. We want to keep things confidential for her. I know that she has talked publicly about her kidney transplant, so I knew I could say that. The issues she's having right now do stem from some of that. So anyways, guys, continue to pray for her. She needs us. I know some people had reached out. They didn't know who she was, but they're praying. Guys, that's who we are. We are a family right here, and when somebody needs us, we are there, and God listens to our prayers. Honestly, he does. So sometimes that's just what we have to do. You guys know my story about when the doctor thought I was septic and I was supposed to be going to Hawaii. I'm like, I can't be septic. I have first class tickets. I'm going to Hawaii. And she goes, if this test comes back that your numbers are high in this area, you're heading to the hospital and you're not going to Hawaii. And my friend had flown in, and I'm like, I treated us to first class and we're going to go and blah, all this. And he's like, no, if these numbers come back, you're in an ambulance and you're going. And it wasn't so much that I just had to go to Hawaii. It was that I wanted to do this with my friend. And I said, will you pray with me? And I grabbed both of their hands. I didn't give them a choice. I did not give the nurse and the doctor a choice on if they were going to pray with me. I grabbed their hands and I said, will you pray with me? And I began to pray. Okay. And then they left the room. And within 15 minutes, the doctor came back and he said, I don't know. I would have sworn you were going to the hospital. I would have sworn you were septic. But your numbers are okay. I'm going to give you IV antibiotics and you're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to do the same thing. And you're going to go to Hawaii. He goes, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm like, I do. And I pointed to the sky because God listens to us, whether it's something as petty as, please let me just go with my friend on vacation, to please save my mom, please save my friend, please save my sister. He listens to our prayers, and we know that he knows what is best for us. And we don't always get the answer that we want. We get the answer that is supposed to happen. So, there's been many times when I went to pray that I knew that I shouldn't pray for that because that wasn't the outcome that is going to happen. So I feel within my heart, I'm praying so hard for Lori, and I hope that you guys will too. So sorry, I just had to do that. I love her. She's one of our craft sisters. She's a sweetheart, and just please keep praying. Okay. So let's craft. Let's make something. I don't want to get to the point where I'm crying. I just can't. I have to keep it under control. So guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I know that some of you don't believe in prayer, but you believe in sending good thoughts, good light. Whatever you do, do it. We love you. We love you. We don't judge. Okay, so thank you. Thank you for all the prayers. It's absolutely just so important to me that we continue to pray for our sister. You know, she's our sister. She's our crafty sister. And even if she wasn't a crafty sister, she's one of our friends. So, okay, let me just go ahead and move. I have to move some stuff. I have to move this, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you a close up of this, and then I'm going to put it down on the floor. But look at how cute this is. This turned out so stinking cute. And all I did was enlarge it. So if you're a laser person, you can enlarge or shrink things down. And sometimes you have to keep things in mind. Like if you're shrinking down something that's standing in a base, you have to resize the slot. Okay. If you're just shrinking down something like that or an ornament, it's really easy. And then check these guys out. So I wanted to show you the pattern. So this is the exact same pattern we used on the other trees. I painted this like a lighter pink, and then this was kind of like a purplish pink, and then I did the pattern on it. So that's our little trees. I'm going to move all those because I need all the room I can get over here. So thank you guys. Thank you for listening to me. You know, we are who we are. And we are a group of ladies that are strong and believe in the Lord. And, you know, like I said, there are some on here that don't, and we are okay with that. We do not judge anyone. We love you all. And we know that not everybody has to believe the way that we do. Right? We're all different. Okay. So if you don't believe in prayer, I don't judge you. You do you. You do you. Okay, let's get crafting. I love you guys. I can't go back and look at every single message, but I will go back later. I promise. Okay, so this is our cute little transfer. This is the club transfer. It's only available through the club. And I like to show it. Let's do a color on here. So let's do kind of a background. Our words, everything, we're only going to chalk in black, but we're going to do watercolor. Okay, well, let me put myself in the corner. Darlene, put yourself in the corner. There we go. There I am. Hi, I'm here. Okay, so I'll try to go back. And if you're kind of lost and you're like, what's going on with Lori, just pray. I can clue you in later on that. Let's paint this. We're gonna leave this white because we're gonna do a lot of color on here. So we're going to paint this basically like a wash. So I want it to look like a picket fence kind of sort of. So let's get us some paint right here watered down. And I might need to go and get, do I have water here? Oh, I do have a water bottle. Perfect, because I might run out of water in this spring. So I just want it to be a wash. A wash is something that is see-through, okay? So a wash is when you just put color on it, but you can see through it, okay? You can use a baby wipe. I can't. You can use a Clorox wipe. I can do that. But we're just going to water this down, and we're going to put a wash. I'll show you what it means. It's just putting color on it, but color that is see-through, okay? So I might even grab a Clorox wipe to wipe this. Now, you want to make sure that your lines are going in the same direction. So I'm just going down, and as it dries, I might kind of smooth it out. I do know that it takes longer for it to dry when it's like this. If I grab a Clorox wipe to finish this off, that might work. So let's do that, and we'll see how it goes. This wood is painted, so it's not grabbing the color like raw wood would. That made wood like raw wood would do. That made sense. So it doesn't soak in as quickly. And I didn't think about that, but it's okay. I'm just going to I think we're just going to dry it, because if I grab a Clorox wipe, it's not going to do any different. Can you see where it's just kind of a color? Thank you guys. I know. I agree. I appreciate everything that you're saying, and I appreciate all of your prayers. And I'm going to go back and read every single thing. So send your prayers, send your good thoughts. She needs everything that we can give to her. And our Heavenly Father needs to know how much we care about her and how much we want her to be healed. So All right. Hi, Lisa. How are you? We are just drying this. We're just doing our surface first. It makes me kind of think that I should do this to the other part, but maybe we should use camel and paint the other part with camel? Or should we just leave it white? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? Look at, I knew that was gonna flake off right there. Okay, so we just put some color on here. Okay, and then I can ink the edges if I want to. I'll ink the edges when we're all done. Do you think I should do camel on here? Or it's really white right now. Maybe we should do camel on the center part. Or what other color would you do? Let's see. It's really, really white. Well, after we chalk it, maybe it's going to be fine because it's going to be. We're going to chalk it in black. Then we're going to go back and we are going to watercolor in the leaves and the acorns. There's a pumpkin. The words are going to say, it says, forever thankful, always grateful, abundantly blessed. Okay, so the outside part is going to be on here. The inside part will be on here. Okay, let's do this part first because, guys, it's not going to matter if we just go over this whole thing on here. That will give us placement. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? We have a great group. Absolutely. We really do. Hi, Pam. How are you? Prayers are our only hope. I agree. I agree. White, leave it camel. Leave it camel or dune. Oh, dune's a good color. Do I have dune? Dune's a great color. Let me see. When I cleaned out all of my stuff, I threw away the old stuff because I was not going to sit there and spend an hour to rework it. But do I have dune? I may not have dune in here. I need to go through my chalk paste and save myself some of the colors. Oh, maybe camel. I don't know. Can you watercolor after you stencil? Yes, you can. That's exactly what you do. You do the watercolor after dune. Okay. I don't think I have dune. Do I have dune? I can create dune. So, guys, oh, here it is. Here it is. Yay. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's paint this with dune. Alrighty. Because I'm kind of feeling like it needs something. And I am going to do this. I'm going to take a little piece of blue painter's tape to hold this so it doesn't just go all over the place. So it's not moving back and forth. Okay, so let's get this painted with dune. I'm just going to paint straight on here and just do a quick coat, as light of a coat. I kind of felt like it needed to be another color. Okay, so we're just going to kind of have layers on here. This is a longer process than just chalking. We're going to watercolor in, and then we're going to go back and we're going to redo the black. Okay, so first you do the outline, and then you go in and do your watercolor, and then you do the outline again. So we're going to have to wash our stencil. Okay, our transfer. Do you notice like lately I've been calling it a stencil? So if you notice on the Chalkateur website, they are now calling it a stencil instead of just a transfer. So I think because the world considers it a stencil, they are calling it a stencil now on their website. Okay, so dry. You want it 100% dry before you chalk on it. And it's okay. I'm fine if it's a little streaky. I just wanted color on it. Hi, Melanie. How are you? Hi, Barbara. If you guys are not designers, I would love if you would sprinkle. Okay, dry. 100% dry. And it's hot now. So a way to take out the heat is put your hands on it and just hold it there. The heat will go into your hands, okay? You don't want to burn your hands, but the heat will dissipate. All right, does that make sense? Okay, we're going to chalk this in black, okay? And then we're going to go back and we're going to do all of our cute little designs on there. We're going to fill that in. We're going to watercolor. So we're just going to peel this off. I'm going to fuzz because I don't want it to peel up my chalk paste. So fuzzing just takes off a little bit of the sticky. Okay, you see the the transfer is trademark. They put transfer stencil now. Yeah, it's interesting, huh? Sarah, I think because we have been talking to them about that and saying, I think that maybe Julia probably has something to do with that too, because people do refer to it as a stencil. It is a silkscreen stencil, and they call it a transfer. Okay, so transfers are actually in the vinyl world. Transfer is different, but a stencil. It is a stencil. Okay, so remember, we're going to have to wash this because we're not going to use it again. So we're going to get our little pattern on here. It might be easier to put this underneath too, because otherwise it's going to stick to the desk. Okay, do you see that I just put some color on that? So that is the dune. I'm glad that we found dune and could paint that. I'm going to put my design on here in black. Okay, so I'm gonna center it the best I can. I'm trying not to let it lay down until it's centered. And then you're going to get all your air bubbles out. Okay. And come on. You can do it. You can do it. It's more difficult than you think. Let me try it from the side here. Let me try it this way. So I'm just trying to get this centered on here. Might take two people. There we go. You know what? That's good enough. It's a little bit off to the side. I'm okay with that. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and do my black, and then we're going to put the whole thing on here. I'm going to chalk the whole thing because that will give us placement where this goes. Okay, so this part is just going to be in black. This is going to give us our outline. Okay, and then we're going to go back. We're going to watercolor it in. I'm going to grab a squeegee. The only color we're going to chalk with is our black. Okay, we're going to paint with, we're going to watercolor with all those other colors there, all those fall colors we're going to watercolor with. I feel like my color is off on my screen. My color is definitely off. All right, it's just I think it's just my iPad. Okay, so just get all up to the edge. I'm trying not to get the words. Not that it matters. I just don't want to waste chalk paste. Okay, and then scrape all that off. When you scrape it, that presses the chalk paste down through that stencil onto your surface below. Okay, and then scrape that into your jar. Got a little bit of mess right there. What would it be without having a mess, right? Okay, so this is what we wanted to do. We wanted an outline. This is like a coloring page. Okay, pretend like we are 5 years old and we are going to do some coloring. That is what we just created. This is our coloring page. Okay, that's our outline. So if we had decided to do chalking on here, we would only have an outline. Okay, so this is a great one for watercolor. I love this one. Okay, we don't need that right now. So now we need to do everything on here. So we're going to do the entire stencil on here. So I'm going to get it down onto the surface, and I like to fold a corner under so it's easy to peel it up. Played shuffleboard yesterday, lost all 3 games, but oh, what fun. Oh, how fun. I'm glad. That's awesome that you had fun. Losing is okay. If you're sounds like you're a good loser. Let me try to get that a little bit more straight. You know, guys, life is about being able to laugh at yourself and enjoy every moment, right? Honestly, I laugh at myself all the time because I do silly things. I'm just getting the air bubbles out. Okay, so starting from the center, going up, and then I'll start from the center and go down. It's hard you can't really work the air bubbles when you've already got chalk paste on it. Okay, so now let's chalk all of this. So we're going to chalk everything. So even the center part that we just did, I'm going to go over it because that's your placement where this is going to be on top of that. Okay, so if you want to make more of these later, these would be super cute towels. Can you imagine doing towels and then you would heat set. You would do your black, then you would heat set, and then you would go back with your ink and you could ink in all of the details. Okay, so you could do it meticulously, like paint by number, basically. So now we're going to have all of that outline, all of the words, and we'll set this to the side because we won't need this part again. This part we won't need till the very end when we attach this to it. That was not dry yet, Darlene. That was not dry. Okay, so next thing we need to do is peel this off. Don't let your chalk paste dry on there. You need to peel it before it dries. Make sure all your words on, lay it back down. If one of your letters didn't go through, lay it back down and go over it. Okay, the palette boards, they do have an uneven little area on them. So you could have a tiny bit of bleeding. We're not going to sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff, guys. All small stuff. Okay, peel it off. Okay, I'm going to push this up here. Look at how nice that is. So you could just watercolor that in. You don't even have to have the extra little piece. We're going to set that there. Let's wash this so that it's ready for when we need it. Okay, let's move this so that I don't accidentally spray that. And actually, we should dry this so it can cool. Right, let's dry it so we can cool. You learn so much. Yeah, you haven't seen this technique. Oh, good. Yay, I'm glad you're learning something new. Yes, it actually is, it'll go pretty quick once I start watercoloring. Hopefully I don't make a big mess. Okay, so we're gonna dry that, and then we're gonna move it on up so that that way it is cooling. Okay, so now let's clean this really quick. It's honestly, guys, it's easier to clean in your sink. That is a lot of black. It's going to require a lot of paper towels. If you put that in your sink to wash it with water, it's easier. And if you have board erasers work great. So look at all this black. It's going to come off. It's just going to take a lot of paper towels to get all of that black off, but that's okay. I invest in paper towels. Not really, but I should. I should have stock in them. I should have stock in paper towels. Okay, so we're going to lay it back down. We're going to do it a couple of times and have it be ready for us, because we're going to chalk the outline again, because when we are doing our little design, when we're watercoloring it, we most likely will go over the line a little bit. Most likely. Unless you are like a professional watercolor painter, which I'm not. You're going to make a mess. It's just inevitable that you're going to go over the line, and it's going to look sharp and a lot better if you go over it a second time. So we're getting this ready for when it's time. So just wash both sides a couple of times. Okay. Our stencils are reusable over and over and over. Honestly, at my craft shows, there's times when I use something 50 times, and people, you know, they're like, do you just throw that away? Nope. I use it even when it's not sticky anymore. I'll still use it. And there's just a little bit on there still. I'm going to grab a Clorox wipe to finish it off. So, oh gosh, guys. Yeah, Karen, I hope you're doing a little bit better. Did you have your follow-up yet, or is that coming up soon? I know you've had one, but I know that you were going to try to get back in because you're having a lot of swelling from the surgical site or the area that's healing. I don't know. Ugh. It's so hard. It's such a hard thing. Okay, so that really helps. Now, you just want to make sure that the silk screen is all cleaned. Okay, so it looks like it's clean. It's stained. Honestly, don't ever worry about it being stained. That is not a big deal. Staining does not hurt it at all. The board eraser might take off some of that staining. But the thing that you have to do is you want the silk screen to be clean. Okay? That's the important part. Take your little microfiber towel. Doesn't have to be this one. This is our fuzzing cloth. And then give it a baby massage. Okay, I usually flip it over. And we'll do the other side. Okay? And do the same thing. And then I'm going to put it back onto the backer sheet. All right, so easiest way to do is to put the backer sheet on top of that instead of having your transfer going all over the place. Remember, nowadays, Some of the new ones are yellow on the back, which is hallelujah. That's the back side. Don't put it on that. Okay, let's get this dry. We're going to bring in our little thing, and we're going to start to watercolor. Like I said, it's a little bit of a process, but hang with me, and you're going to see something really cute when it's all done. I have color trays to use. So, I'm going to see surgeon tomorrow. Probably drain the fluid out and find out why it's leaking. Okay, I hope that they can figure things out for you. That is not fun. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, our colors we have. We're going to create, so this is Hey Pumpkin, but it's not really the pumpkin color that I like. I'm going to create for the pumpkin, I'm going to create a color, and we're going to use all these colors for our leaves, but we have to water it down. Okay, so we have to water it down because we are watercoloring. So watercoloring means that you are using this color, but you're going to add some water to it. Now, we don't need a lot, honestly. You don't need a ton because, and I'm just going to add just a tiny bit of that's saucy. Okay, so you can use any color. I think that is that saucy? Yeah. You can use any colors that you have. Okay. I just wanted to get more of a pumpkin-y color rather than, that seems so orange to me. Okay, so here we go. That's more of a pumpkin for me. And then I have to add some water. Okay, so then I add some water. Okay, now keep in mind this is not wood, so it's not going to absorb all that. But we did put paint on it, and we put chalk paste on it, so I'm going to see how it works. Okay, so watercolor is transparent when you paint it. Basically, you can see through it when you're watercoloring. And don't worry about getting, we're going to be doing the little pumpkin first. Let me go in a little bit closer for you guys. We're going to do the pumpkin first. Okay, so I have that. Let's get some green. You just need a tiny bit, and then you add some water. Okay, so that's what watercolor is. It's watered down paint, basically, or you use the little hard, it's like a tablet, and you put water on your brush. So there's some green. Like I said, it's not going to take a lot of this. If we have to mix more, we will. So let's get some yellow going. So we just need all of our colors. We just need a little bit. If you have a palette dish that you can do this in, that's great. I thought these little things were better for me. For me, these are better to get, let's just get some colors in here. We'll get some saucy, just regular saucy without being pumpkin. And try to get the lumps out. You don't want there to be lumps in there when you go to chalk it. Okay, a little bit of water there. Okay, and stir that up. And then some saucy. I'm trying to find another stir stick. You can create all your own colors. So I'll probably put some brown in here. So there's some saucy. Okay, so watercolor is great to use. If you have some chalk paste singles that are all dried out, that's what you're going to, don't just throw them away. If you have some chalk paste singles that are dried out, you can use it for watercoloring. I'm getting tired of eating stuff. Oh gosh, I know. I can't even imagine, Karen. I can't even imagine. Okay, if you're not a designer, I would love if you would sprinkle. Giving out sprinkle gifts all week. Sprinkle gifts galore, guys. So let's get some brown, and then we're going to start. I think those are all our colors. Oh, we won't use any of that. Okay, so there's that. Let's put a little bit of water. So we want to do all our fall colors is what we want to do, basically. So some brown, some green, some red, some orange, some yellow. Okay, and it's just watered down. All right, you don't need a ton. I've made the mistake before of making a great big batch of it. You really don't need that. You just need a tiny bit. And then I have brushes. So I do have watercolor brushes, but I do have angle brushes. A little bit more. Thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate it. Yeah, just let me know that you sprinkled. So if you don't know what sprinkle means, sprinkle is S-H-A-R-E. Okay. All right, let's get started. I really want to do the pumpkin first because I want to see how it turned out. I'm going to use this little brush. I'm going to try not to drip. Because keep in mind, this is watery, so I'm going to try not to drip any of this. I'm going to just grab some with my little angle brush, and I'm going to paint that in. Do not dilly-dally. You're going to paint, and you're not going to, you want to hurry with the paint, because if you sit there and work it, that black part is going to become muddy. You're going to reactivate that black paste, and you don't want that. You want to just hurry and get it covered. If you want to shade it, you can go back and do some shading. I am just going to fill in my little pumpkin. Hey, pumpkin. Hey, pumpkin. So if you're sitting there working it, that black is going to reactivate and you're going to get muddy color. Okay. So there's my little pumpkin. Hey, pumpkin, you're super cute. Okay, so I'm going to keep that brush because I'm going to use that color in here on other things. I am going to do the stem. So I have a teeny tiny brush. I'm going to grab some green and I'm going to do my stem. So see how that works. And then I'll probably do, I will probably do some other leaves this color. So try to stay inside the lines, okay? So basically it's like we are kindergartners and our teacher said, guys, color inside the lines. That's what you want to do. You want to color inside the lines. And let's just do a couple of these and then let's dry it. Let's keep drying in between so I don't smear it. I am left-handed. I have a tendency to smear things. So we're just going to do a few leaves green. And then I think this leaf here we should do in Saucy and add some orange in it. Okay, so let's dry. We're just going to keep doing that. We'll just dry in between so that I don't stick my hand in it. Because we know how that is. If you need to put a second layer, you certainly can do that. And I did kind of miss up at the top. So I think I'm going to pick up a little bit of Saucy and just go along the edge there and just add that a little bit shading right in there because I need to go back. I missed that edge. So I'm just grabbing some of the Saucy color and just do a little bit there and maybe a little bit on each one. And then we can dry that after. Okay, so you can add in shading if you want to. Totally up to you how much or how little detail. I don't want to take all day with this, so I'm going to go pretty quickly on all the rest of it. But I just love the pumpkin. I think the pumpkin's adorable. Don't you think? The pumpkin is my favorite part. Hi, Kimberly. Thanks for sprinkling. Guys, I appreciate that. Okay, so let's do some of the leaves. Let's start at the top and work down. That is the best thing to do. So grab another brush. These angle brushes are going to work great for me. Let's do a yellow leaf right up here. So just use these angle brushes I get at Michael's over in their fine craft area. And this brand is Royal and Langstein, I think. It's Royal and Lang something. It's covered up. The end of it is covered up by the little tape. Okay, so I'll just, a couple of the leaves that are in that area, let's just do a couple of them. And then we'll pick up the next brush. And let's do the big leaf down here I'm going to do in Saucy. Let's do this one in Saucy. I love these. Aren't these so cute? The pumpkin is super cute. This is a really fun pattern. When I first looked at it, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to do this. So all the different fall leaves. Let's add some yellow in there. Who is so lucky that they actually get to, and that's probably too close to the pumpkin color. I'm gonna go over that a little bit with some yellow in there because it's too much like my pumpkin color. So let's add some yellow in there. All right. Who is lucky and gets to see all of the fall colors? Because I don't get to see the fall colors here in San Diego. We would have to drive up to Julian, or Ramona might have some, but Julian definitely has fall colors. And when going up to, we'll be able to see some fall colors probably going to Big Bear on Friday. Okay, I have a little bit of touch up. Great thing is that I can touch that up with this color. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going. All right, here's my green. Thanks for sprinkling. You do in Nebraska, you get to see all the colors. I love that. When we lived in Utah, we would go up to the canyon and see all the colors. I mean, the trees that were around us, you could see all the colors, but man, oh man, it was just great to drive through. I think it was Parley. Is it Parley's Canyon? Somebody that's in Utah, tell me if I'm saying the wrong name. But we would drive up through the mountains. Let's get some brown in there. Let's just get some brown leaves. There's brown leaves too. There's all kinds of colors of leaves that are just gorgeous this time of year. So it's not fair that I don't get to see them. So we're just going to get some of our gorgeous little fall colors in here and try to not make a mess. I'm trying to stay in the lines, and it actually is not doing too bad. I'm kind of looking at it going, do I really have to go over it? Yeah, I do, because the lines that are in the center, they'll pop. You'll see once I do it, you'll go, I see why you did it. I can see the reasoning behind all that. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do it yellow and add some other color in there. Okay, so let's do that one primarily yellow. And we'll add other colors in with it, like maybe some red over the top of it. You have to work quickly, like I said. You don't want to reactivate the black part. Okay, so basically this is your outline. Now, if you were doing a t-shirt or a towel, you would heat set it and you wouldn't have to worry about the background reactivating. Okay, I'm going to throw some red into the sides. Okay, so let's just kind of get some red shading in there. Let's just kind of pull it to the center, and I'll turn it around and just kind of pull some of the red. It's going pretty quickly. And this one we're going to do primarily red, the one that's down there at the bottom. Okay, so kind of pull that in and tap, tap, tap. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Now, once I put the detail back onto it, it's going to look totally different. Ontario has sugar maples, trees like fire. Wow, wow. Sarah, love my seasons, not so much the winter. Agree. New York, you get great colors on a tree. Oh, I bet you do. And Oklahoma has great colors. And Vicki, you do too. I just have we have green all year round. Denise gets to see all the seasons. Oh, I love all that. Karen too, and Carol, you guys can send me some of that. Send me some of the seasons. All right, let's do this one in orange. I'm just going to use this brush. We'll just do orange for this one. So you can always go along the edge of them and add a little bit more color, like this this one right here that's brown. You can always go back and you can add. Let me find another brush. You can always add color onto the sides to kind of blend some of the other colors in. All right. So I'm just going back and forth on my colors till we get down to the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to make sure I don't miss any of my leaves. You guys are going to tell me if I miss a leaf, right? Let's get this one. Well, let's not do that one that color, because let's do a couple of these over here. And I'm just using the corner of my angle brush to try to do this. And I'm going to kind of put some more color down the center of this one. There we go. There we go. That pumpkin is everything, though. I love the pumpkin. It's my favorite. Gonna grab some green. Let's get some more green leaves in here. Some of our leaves stay green year round, right? Some of the leaves don't change color. They stay green. Let's do this one green down here. And you can add other colors to it. I know. Well, we have palm trees in our front yard. They stay green year round. Oh my goodness. Let's see, I missed the corner of that. It doesn't matter what colors you do, honestly. Just fall colors are what you should do. I imagine you could do any color, but fall colors are what you should do. Okay, we're going to do our little acorn. Let's do that brown. I'm just going to use this tiny brush. So I'm going to do the top part in brown, and it's getting some other color. I wonder what other color. I wonder if I can pick up another color. Maybe I can add some yellow in with it, and that would be okay. There we go. and it's just kind of yellow and brown. Give it a different color on the bottom. Okay. All right. And next, what do we want? What color? Let's do our big leaf. I wanted to do that with Saucy. So let's do our big leaf with Saucy. You have lots of pine trees that stay green all year. Unable to see the bottom. Thank you for letting me know. I'm going to go out a little bit. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Thank you for letting. Since this is a club thing, can we order more of the pieces? No, you can't order more of the pieces. But here's the thing. I can cut the pieces. So there's, because they don't sell the individual pieces, I can cut the pieces for you. So I will, and it's a really easy shape. So I will trace this, and I just went out of the line. You know, Darlene is not a very good painter. I guess I need to go back to kindergarten. Yeah, I can cut these for you. So what I'll do is I'll trace this completely. I'll throw it onto my copy machine and just scan it in so I have the exact size. And if you guys need more of the shape, you can just let me know. I'll post it. I'll put it into the Shopify website, because you might want to make more than one, right? But wouldn't these be so cute on tea towels, or on this would be cute on a, what do I want to say, on the thing that goes down the center of the table, a table runner. Okay, let's get some other colors in here. Let's get some oranges on the side. So I'm just using the same brush, and I'm just going to pick up some other colors and kind of blend it in and try to hurry so that I'm not getting the black part all muddy. Okay, so I'm going to turn it, and you can easily turn your piece as you're going. All right, perfect. Okay, let's use the same color on another leaf because we've already got color on our brush. And we only have a few more little leaves to do. Oh, we have another acorn there. I should have done that at the same time. So let me go over here. I think I still have some of that color. Let's pick up some of that color and put it on here. Okay, so that's my bottom color. It's kind of a yellowy brown. Okay, then I'm going to pick up my brown. So we have 2 acorns. And all right, and then a few more leaves. A few more leaves to do. It's almost done, guys. I have just a couple. Oh, that's another acorn right there. There's 3 acorns. So 1 more acorn. And then let me grab some of this color. You need a little bit of yellow in there. So cute, guys. I love this. This is so fun. Yeah, this type of thing is made for doing your paint colors like this. So when you look at these and you go, oh my gosh, there's so much. No, look at it's like it's 1 by 1. You know what? I don't want that color. Let me get orange. Let me get some orange, and we're going to do this one, and we'll add some yellow to it. So it's all about just blending colors in here, getting some fall colors, right? Would love to have some extra cutouts. Yes, you could use them for a lot of things. Definitely can use them for a lot of things. So if you are a designer, you may already have this in your order. I just got my order from the buy one, get one. If you ordered any of the buy one, get one surfaces, designers, this is going to come with it. For customers, you're going to get this next month. Okay, this is next month's transfer. And it's a club one. So the only way to get it is to be in the club or to be a designer. Okay, so there's no other way to get this. You can't say, Darlene, can you save one for me? I can't, because I can't just purchase these. These are club transfers. You have to be in the club. Okay, so let me get some green. Let's, or maybe some red. You can kind of mix the colors, you know, whatever the colors end up being, like a brownish color is fine. And we're going to dry this, and then we're going to go over it again with our, oh, here's another one down here. Did I miss anything else? Let me look and see what else. And if you need to go over any of them, you can do it now as they dry. I think it looks good. I do have a couple of oopsies. I'll probably either ignore it. I was thinking I was going to speckle it. I was thinking the speckling would be great. Let me move some of my stuff over. All right, so that wasn't too bad, right? That wasn't too bad. I did go out of the line a couple of times, but I'm just trying to kind of hurry for you guys so that you're not having to watch me the whole time forever. But and I do have a couple of areas that I need to just fill in. I'm just thrilled with the pumpkin. You could just do the pumpkin, guys. You can pick and choose. If you don't want to do everything, you can pick and choose. Okay, let's dry this really quickly. You got your Saturday. Awesome. They were so fun. So stinking cute, guys. Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me just, there we go. I'm going to have to move the chalk case when I bring in. And I'm looking at things, I'm going, oh, I miss like the corner right there. There we go. Okay, it's looking really good though, huh? How fun and festive is that? That is just perfect. But I do need to go over it because I'm going to show you an up close little picture and you'll see why. And this needs to be 100% dry, okay? So you can't have it be wet and lay your transfer down on it because that is not a good thing. And make sure you're fuzzing that transfer again. Okay, move. Okay, I think that now if you feel it and it's cool, then you got an issue that it's still wet. Okay, so if you look at it, these lines are not showing up as well. You have to fix that. You have to go back over it. Okay, these need to be moved. Let me just scooch all this over. These guys, I'll be cleaning all this stuff up. My garbage man's out there right now. Can you hear him? Can you hear my trash guy? He's taking all my trash. Okay, so I do have a couple little teeny tiny oopsies. If it bugs me, I will fix it. Another thing I can do is I can speckle this afterwards. Do you think I should speckle it? I'm kind of thinking that would be kind of cool to speckle this with black. Look how it's going to look, guys. It's already looking fabulous. If you do your towels with the ink, you can still water them down. Yes, you sure can. Yeah, you can water them down in watercolor for sure. This is going to be fabulous, but it's going to look even better when I do the black again. Okay, so that's going to go on there. I may or may not speckle. I'm thinking I need to speckle. I'm definitely thinking that would be really cool. I could speckle the whole thing. All right, so let's do this. Let's bring in our transfer. Let me bring in my fuzzing cloth. Make sure you're fuzzing. Okay, so fuzz that transfer. Even though you just fuzzed it, you're going to be putting it over something that has chalk paste on it. And this transfer is sticky. So you do not want to have it peel that up. You will be sad if you go to all of that work and you have it peel it up. I promise. I promise you will cry. You will just not be happy at all. Okay. The colors that I used, so I can't find my moss. It's in my drawer somewhere. I used pesto, saffron, bark, hay pumpkin, saucy, black velvet, dune, and then I brought out camel, but I didn't use it. Okay, so I'm fuzzing this a couple of times. Okay, so one more time. So several times, fuzz it several times, and then we're going to put this on top of here. And you want it to be exact. Okay, so we are going to, let's grab this and put this under it just to kind of make it so that this isn't sticking to my desk. Okay, so you want it to be exact. That can be difficult, but you can do it, I promise. So just line it up. Start with the pumpkin part. Start with the pumpkin and get it lined up. Take your time. And these are see-through, so being see-through is going to help you a lot. You're going to be able to see where all the lines are. I'm kind of putting my finger down on it so that I can hold it in place and move it a little bit at a time. Okay, so like I said, it might take a second for you to do this part to get it lined up. It's going to be worth every extra second that you take to do this because you want it to be really, really close. So you're just going to go over all that black. It's okay if it's off just a touch, okay? But you want it to be as close as possible. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. Now you're going to take your black and you're going to go over it again. Remember what it looked like? Remember what it looked like, because you're going to be amazed what it looks like after this. You're going to take your black and you're going to put those lines back in. Okay. So that's all we're doing. We're just doing the center part here. You're going to go back over this and then I'll show you how fabulous that looks. So you're re-outlining it. Okay. You are re-outlining it, and you can do the same thing with fabric. You need to heat set in between. You need to do layers. Make sure you're peeling this before it dries. And we are ready to peel. All that goes back in the jar. And then peel it slowly in case you have to lay it back down. If you miss something, look at all this goodness, guys. This is fabulous. All that time and effort is worth it. Like I said, I have a few oopsies that I went outside the line. And I didn't use paint, so I can't just paint that in. I can use a tiny bit of the Dune chalk paste, but the problem is it could change the color. When you put chalk paste over chalk paste, it doesn't look the same. So my idea is to speckle. Speckling always kind of makes things blend together. Let's dry this. Isn't that great? Look at how awesome this is. Look at that. That is fabulous. I love it. So another thing you could have done on here is to paint the ring color, paint this color. That would be kind of cool too. And then go back and do the words over it. Okay, let's dry this completely. And we're gonna attach this to our project, and we're gonna ink the edges on the board. Okay, and then let's speckle it in black. I'm not gonna use white. We're gonna speckle in black. Okay, so let's move some of this stuff over. We're gonna have to bring in our paper towels. There's a lot to this process, but it's okay, because remember what we say. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How do you do a big project? One step at a time. Okay, so we're going to put some of these sticky things on the back. I know, I love this. Isn't it great? I absolutely love it. So we're going to use our ink pad on the edges of this. Okay, so we're just going to go around the edges of this. Okay, so we're not going to do it on the other part. We want that to stand out. And then we're going to put our little foam squares. These are, you can get these squares at the Dollar Tree. Okay, we're going to flip this over. Make sure there's nothing on your surface. In fact, I'm going to put down paper towel because I don't want to mess up all the goodness that we just did. I mean, look at that. Look at how nice that is. I love it. I love it. So, I'm getting messages. Okay, I'm going to take some of these little foam pads. You can use bigger size. These are the little teeny tiny ones. They're like 1/4 inch squares. I'm going to have to use several on here. And then we're going to attach it. I am not using hot glue. Guys, hot glue is not going to stay. You see people use it all the time. It's going to pop off. Don't be that person. Don't be that person that makes a project and in the middle of Thanksgiving dinner, your little sign starts popping apart, whether it's for you or your customer. Your customer deserves a good quality project. Don't do it the easy way by slapping hot glue on there. Do it the right way. Okay, so these little dots are going to stay on there. Plus you can remove it if you had to. Okay, the hot glue is pretty permanent until it lets go. Hot glue will always at some point let go. It just does that. And if you're in an area where it gets up to 113, or you're at a craft show and you're outside and there's direct sunlight on it that is 100 degrees, it's going to make those pieces start popping off. Okay, don't be that person. Don't be that person like I was. I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way when I did the craft show in Pine Valley, and it was 113 degrees, and my angels detached themselves from their wings. Okay, their bodies fell onto the floor, and their wings were still hanging on my grid. It was the saddest thing. So their bodies were white macrame cording, and they fell into the dirt. And basically I lost that inventory, and I learned a lesson. Don't use the hot glue on here. You could use both if you wanted to, but these are going to stick. These little foam pads, get these from Dollar Tree, get these from Amazon, get these from wherever. Okay. And then this is just going to get stuck in the center. All right. So you already know exactly where it goes. That's why we chalked this whole thing, because now you know, hey, I know exactly where to place this. This goes right here. And just do it. I'm trying to get centered here. Okay. And once it's on there, press down. Okay. Just pray on it a little bit. Can you post the sticky links? Yeah, I can. I got mine from Amazon, and they're just a whole packet, a whole box of these. And yeah, I can post it. They're not expensive. They last a long time. You can use them for many projects. Yes, I'll post the link for that. Okay, so there's that. I do want to speckle it. I just do. If you like it that way and you don't want to do anything with it, that is absolutely fine. But I want to speckle my project. So I'm going to grab my paper towel and I'm going to protect my surface. And we're going to speckle with black. Okay, so I'll grab black paint is what I'll do. And we'll speckle it. So if you don't know what speckling is, it's just putting some little speckle dots on there. Just like on the trees, I speckled only with white. Okay, so I think it's going to look good. You know, you might like it just how it is. That's fine. You can stop right there. You don't have to do anything else. You can stop right there and not do another thing. Let me just protect that. So, and let me get something to put some paint in it, and I'm going to get some black paint from over here on my shelf. Okay, so like here's the white. So see how it just is really subtle on here, just little white dots. So this is going to have little black dots. Okay, you just got your October trend. Yes, all the fall colors. They're awesome. I love it. I love all the fall colors. Perfect. Okay, so put a little bit of black paint in here, and then I'm going to grab a toothbrush and we're going to speckle. Okay, there's some black paint. You don't need a lot because we're just doing this little area. And you need some water. Okay, so water in another little thing. And then we're just doing tiny dots. We're not doing big dots. Take your toothbrush, dip it in the water, put it on a paper towel, dip it in the paint, put it on the paper towel, dip it in the water, on the paper towel. Okay, tap, 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 tap. And then test it. Let's test it down here on the corner. Pull your finger back on the bristles. Point downward. We're getting little teeny dots. There goes my stomach growling. Sorry, guys. And voila, maybe a little bit bigger dots. Add some water. Okay. Do it again. I don't want white on this project. I want it to just be black. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, I think we're done. That's all I wanted to do. Just add a little bit. And if you wanted to go back and fix anything, I'll show you what you can do. So let me just fix one little area and let's see. But let's dry this really quickly. And I will fix it. You get your October 10th from tomorrow. Awesome. Yay. If you're a designer, you'll end up getting it early if you place an order this month. So like I said, I have a couple little areas that I got crazy and I went out of the lines. I will show you how to fix one and we'll see if it changes the color. Sometimes when you're putting a second coat of the chalk paste on there, it might change the color. So let's move these up and let's just see. We're just going to try in just a little tiny area. So we used Dune on here. I'm going to take a stylus and let's see if I can fix like right here and see what it does. Let's see if we can fix that. I have just this tiny area. I think with the speckles on there, it's not gonna show up like it would have. Okay, so I think I can get away with just tapping with the stylus right in there. And I have another area. I just have a couple of teeny tiny areas where Darlene got a little crazy and went out of the line. Maybe more than maybe there's more than just a couple. Okay, so I'm just going back over it. That I think the ideal thing might be to do this before you do your black lines, but I'm being really careful and not I'm going on. Okay, one more area. So yeah, I think it's going to be fine. I don't think it's going to show. I think it's going to blend right in. There's just a couple of areas I was hurrying fast for you guys. All right, and we're done. Voila, it is done. So what do you think? Can you send a link for the heat gun? Oh, yeah, let me post the heat gun too. It's just Black & Decker. This one is just Black & Decker. Yeah, I'll do a post and I'll do the glue tabs and the Black & Decker one. I'll just post it here. So, all right, we're done, guys. What do you think? I love it. I think it's great. I think it's a fabulous transfer. And at first I didn't know, I was like, what do we do with that? But look at the gorgeousness. And I definitely want to put this on towels. And I'm not sure, maybe on the towel, the only thing that I would do would be the pumpkin. It would be super cute if you just colored the pumpkin and the rest of it could just be black. I think it would be fine. Let me see if I can go a little bit closer. Come on. I think it's fabulous. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to clean up. Got lots of stuff to clean up because of all the watercoloring, but it's okay. It's worth it, right? All right, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Continue to pray for Lori Walsh, and I'll give you any updates that I get. Yeah, that's just what we got to do. I have a drip at the top. Look at that. Anyways, I will put hooks on this because I'll take it to my craft show and I will sell it. It's fabulous though. I love it. And you know what? You know what I think? Wouldn't this be great to do on a tile with the ink and then heat set it in the oven? Yeah. If you could get a tile that was like an oval shape, or a rectangle shape and put it on that. How fun would that be? It would be great. You could do that. Or you could just do squares and do part of that and color it. And you can paint it, heat set it in the oven. I think that would be great. Okay, guys, let me see if there's any more. Will I demonstrate putting it on a towel? Yes, I will. We'll do a towel. We'll probably wait a couple of weeks till you guys get your transfer. Okay, so I'll probably wait to do that. But yes, I will show putting it on a towel. All right, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Where's my head? There I am. All right, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.